Yeah. Okay, we are live. Okay, so everyone, today we'll be tackling week 7 and week 8 of C programming. Uh, before we do anything else, is my voice clearly audible?
Yes, Bhaiya,
Yes.
is clearly audible.
Okay. And is my screen visible?
Yes, भैया.
Yes, it's perfectly working.
Okay. So till now we have finished week 6 and week 7 deadline is also passed. And yeah, we have tackled a few of the practice programming assignments. So today, let's just try to figure out the logic behind the graded assignment. Or have you finished the graded assignment discussion? Like, have you discussed the graded assignments, the GRPS?
Yeah, GRPAs are comparatively compared to PPAs are easy.
Okay, so GRPS are easier than the PPS you're telling.
Yes. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, in that case, should we just move on to the like week 8 stuff, or do you guys
I
want like
think
a recap of week 7?
I think we have week 8 is, but others' opinion.
Okay, others.
We are starting for week 7. Then we will go to basics of week 8. Then mid of it, week 8.
Okay, Rajdeep, Diksha, you, the rest of the guys, Ravikant.
हाँ भैया.
So should we start from week 7 or should we get on with week 8? Like a recap of week 7.
And I think start with it.
Uh, okay, is there a poll function over here? Okay, so just I have made a poll. This should be going soon. Who knows? Uh, okay, I guess since we have like 2 hours or so, and since you, a few of the guys are stuck in electronics lab class, I'll just do the week 7 recap until like 9:25 or so. Is that okay?
Yes, we.
Okay, okay भैया.
Okay. So for week 7, we have arrays, pointer arithmetic, and strings. Sorry. So we can just take journal over here. So all of these are basically we're talking about the same thing. Now, if we talk about some int array, then we define it like this with some size inside. Keep in mind, we cannot define arrays without a size. Okay. Sorry, we cannot declare any array without a size. But if we have some function, we can put in arrays without any size parameter. Is that much clear?
Yes, yes भैया.
भैया वो सेमीकोलन होगा.
This one?
सेमीकोलन.
Okay, in the function definition you're telling.
हाँ, yes sir.
Okay, since we have not put any value inside of this, we are doing it like this.
Okay, भैया.
If we were to put, let's say, in func int arr, and then we just put, let's say, return arr3. So this is just some random code. It does not matter what this is. So in this case, we do not need any semicolon because we have something written inside,
Okay. First one is function declaration.
right? And the second one, we are declaring a function along with assigning what the function actually is. Declaring
Okay.
and defining a function. Okay.
Is
So,
declaring bhaiya.
sorry.
Declaring second one is declaring the function.
Uh, right. I'm not really that strong with the terms, so I may say some wrong terms. So thank you for correcting me. But yeah, we are like making a function over here, and we are just initializing. Yeah, we are initializing a function over here. We are declaring a function over here. Okay. So now this is just like declaring functions and stuff like that. So what we mean when we say of sorry declaring and initializing functions, arrays inside functions and on its own. So what we mean when we talk about arrays, it is that uh, one second. Okay, yeah, sorry for the disturbance. But yeah, what we talk about when we say an array is a list of numbers, right? Uh,
Yes.
we are talking about some random list of numbers. So what happens? So, so what happens when we just say ARR, like printf percentage u ARR? What will this return?
This will returns the address of first array.
That is right. So whenever we talk about any array, we are talking about nothing but the address of the first element and we are talking about the size of the array or number of elements. Okay, so an array variable, it contains these two pieces of information. So can anyone tell me what is the pointer equivalent of ARR3?
ARR3 is pointer equivalent to ARR asterisk yes asterisk ARR plus
Okay, plus,
uh, 2.
sorry,
3333 starts and parenthesis
yeah,
closed. Yes.
yeah. So both of these mean the exact same thing, right? These both contain a memory location, or these both point to a certain memory location. Just the difference is that ARR plus 3, you have to dereference it to get the value. And ARR, you can just directly get the value like this. Okay?
Yes, yes, yes.
So that is how this one works. Now, let's just uh, say that we have ARR and I want to run a loop through it. Let's say that I know that ARR n has n plus 1 elements, right? If we have a, sorry, we have a ARR and this one has n elements. And I want to go through and replace every single one of them with 0. How can I do this? In two ways. I want both pointer arithmetic and array arithmetic.
We can do using array arithmetic by putting any of one of that element 0.
Let's say that we
After,
have a for loop over here.
Yes.
Now what can I do?
Uh, we initialize I with 0.
I mean, ignore the condition. The condition you can write on your own. What do I have to write over here?
arr
Uh,
I is equal to 0.
Okay, good. Now tell me another method to do the same thing. Like I want it with pointer arithmetic.
uh,
arr plus I equal to 0.
What will this do?
It will just
no, no. Firstly, gives asterisk ARR plus I is equal to 0.
yes.
See, the thing that the mistake over here is that it will try to set this value. ARR plus I equals to the 0 location, right? Now,
We have to dereference it.
usually the 0 location does have 0. Okay, like it's usually hard coded to 0. So, in a strange way, this actually worked out. But do not rely on chance like that. Take the proper steps and dereference it.
Yes.
Now, I have another question. Modify this question, modify this set, okay, this code, so that I get ARR is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to n or n minus, yeah, n. So tell me, what is the modification that we should do?
Uh, for what, Bhaiya?
Like I want ARR value to look like this.
In instead of 0, we have to put I.
Are
Yes.
you sure about that?
Yes, I think it is sure because asterisk ARR
No,
plus
no,
I.
no, I plus 1. I plus 1.
I plus 1. Can you tell me why?
Because
Because
when I is equal to 0, the array contains 0th index, but I since I equal to 0, we put I array is 0 index 0, but we want 1, so that
uh, because we
That is,
array 0 index contains one element, so we have to add plus 1.
yeah. So the initial value of I is 0, but the first value that we want in the array is 1, right? So we can just simply add 1 to this and we can check if it corrects the rest for this one. Okay, tell me what the last term should be. Like this one has n number of terms, right? Array.
yes.
So tell me what the last term should be over here.
n minus 1.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, bhaiya.
Okay, see, the issue over there is if this was 0, then it would be n minus 1 over here. That would be correct. But we are not talking about 0, we are talking about uh, the first index being, sorry, the zeroth index being 1.
It should be
So
And
can you tell? Yeah.
bhaiya, we also want at nth position n. So if we put I is equal to n minus 1, then we can go to n.
Just think of it logically. There are n number of elements in this one, right? An array.
Yes.
Bhaiya, can
So
we
you can.
give the value of n?
Uh, it's completely up to you. Like I just want to know what the last value should be. So if you find some general number, find the last number and then generalize based on pattern. That is also perfectly fine.
Means you
But
you ask
simple.
the formula for it and like
No, no, I'm not asking for the formula. I'm just asking what number should this be? Should this be n? Should this be n minus 1? Should this be n plus 1? That I'm asking. So simple thing that you can do, just take this one, count this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and it will keep going on like that. And you have n elements. The final number that will count is n, right? So that is what will be present in the end. Is that okay?
Yes, bhaiya.
Yeah. So this one is correct. Now then, this one is the same thing. Just replace that with I plus 1 and you are good to go. Now here you can actually do, you can achieve this in one more way. Actually no, you cannot. This is the way that it should be. Yeah, leave it. Okay, so now I have another question. Let's say that ARR, uh, let's say that ARR is, what is it called? Uh, n n bytes long. So we are using character. Sorry. Let's say we are using character ARR n. Okay. Now this is on a little Indian machine. Okay.
yes.
Now this is on a little Indian machine. Let's say that I copied the code over to a big Indian machine. So tell me, what will the value, like what is the equivalent of this one that is visible on the big Indian? Like how
Uh,
does it behave on the big Indian machine?
Big Endian means MSB is stored at lower address and LSB is stored at a higher address, higher memory address.
I mean, just think of it like this. In big Indian, the MSB is on the left side.
Yes.
Sorry, in big Indian, you add to the bigger side, so you add to the MSB. In little Indian, you add to the lower side, so you add to the LSB.
Yes.
So
Bhaiya, I'm not able to understand the question you ask.
I'm asking, like, You know how these both store data in opposite ways, right?
Yes.
Here, I think the program initialize the array with respect to n, then it uses the reverse bytes.
That is correct. So it will work like this: ARR. Uh, what it is n, right? So it will be uh, minus n, if that makes any sense. Like if we consider this, actually don't do this one. It will be, let's say that uh,
It starts from
n
n
minus
and
I. It will be
yes,
behaving like this one.
yes.
Okay, so if this one goes from 0 to n, this one will go from n to
To
0.
0.
But bhaiya, I have a question. In program,
Yes.
if we not create the reverse bytes function, then it can able to same do that like reverse the num.
Yeah, if you transfer code from a little endian machine to a big endian machine, it will interpret it as a reversed value. However, there's the keyword. It will interpret it as a reversed order. It is not reversing the data itself.
Okay, bhaiya, I got it.
Yeah, it's like handing over English book to an Urdu reader or an Arabic reader. They'll read it in reverse, but it is not changing the actual data.
Nice.
Okay, so I think that covers most of the stuff that is uh, taught in week 7. Is there anything else? Strings. So strings, main thing that you have to remember, it is just an array of
There
characters.
are yes.
Okay, you can have it like this. Most time when we are talking, using this in what is it called? Whenever we are using this in uh, functions, we just take the first position like this one. Or if you have like a given size, then you can do this. Yeah, str comma int size. You can just simply do this. Okay, and there are a few different functions that you have to keep in mind. strcmp is one of them. It will compare two strings. It will give you whatever, whether it is equal or not equal. You have str copy, and yeah, basically these both are what you'll be using most often. Other than that, if you need to perform any operation, let's say that you have to figure out if, like in the practice assignment, we did one question, right, where we had to capitalize uh, the stuff, the title case. So we had to capitalize and do all that. So if you notice over here, we did not use a single string function over here, other than strlen over here, strlen. Other than this one, we have not used anything else. Okay, so here's one task for you guys. Since we are past 9:30 already, this is a task. I want you guys to write strlen. Okay, I want you guys to write strlen as a function without the string.h library.
Uh, it means we have to not use a string.h library.
Yes, you have to write the function yourself.
Okay.
I don't know why my internet is so slow. Is the video quality clear?
Yes, भैया in Gmeet is properly clear.
Okay. This is taking too long. Okay. So now then, I'll put in printer str len 8, and a is a character that is 100 bits long. Okay. Now I have used strlen over here. So you'll have to create a function like this. So what should I do first? What's the return type of strlen?
int.
It should be
It
int.
is int. Okay. And what should the parameter be?
Uh,
Array.
Parameters should be character as array.
Okay. And now what should I do?
We have to do a loop and count the characters.
Yeah, firstly initialize variables with 0
Okay, so tell me, how are strings terminated?
through null character.
Through the null character, right? So
Yes.
if we have something like, let's say, s of I uh, equals null character. So if we do something like this, we can work with this, right? It will stop any loop if we give this if we give this a command.
Yes, we can.
So what should I write?
We can
Uh,
use while loop.
is
While loop. Okay, so while what?
we can also use for loop. Right?
For loop, I wouldn't recommend it right now, simply because of the fact that what's it called? We don't know the size or how long a particular string is.
Uh, okay, okay.
Outside while loop, we have to first declare I as 0.
The reason?
And int I is equal to 0.
Yeah.
And
So
after
now what?
that, we have to check
Uh,
by putting I into the array, which is equal to null character or not.
no, no, si is equal to si. Yes, is not equal to 0. Yeah, is not even null character.
Keep in mind, this is null. This is not zero.
Yes, yes.
But yeah, we can also use 0 with
No,
like
the null is the best option.
yes, but we can also use it. Am I right, Vijay?
No. The reason is that this backslash zero, it is not representing this as
हेलो.
zero. It is representing this as null.
हाँ भाई. भाई बोल रहे थोड़ा सा इसका सी प्रोग्रामिंग क्लास चल रहा है, बस खत्म होते ही तुम्हें बता देंगे ना, हम भेज देंगे. ठीक है ना.
Okay. So the reason that we cannot use zero in this one is because if we put zero like this, then that would mean that we are checking if the sentence terminates with zero. not with null.
Okay.
Okay. So that's why we put backslash 0 instead of 0. This means null, which is end of line. Not exactly end of line, end of whatever word we are doing or whatever sentence we are doing. So now what should I do in this case?
We have to increase the value of I, so I plus plus,
I plus plus. Okay.
and
So now what?
finally outside while loop print return I.
Okay. So what will this do?
Actually, this counts how many this counts until the null character reached, and finally returns the count final count in integers.
Hmm. Okay. So now if we just check this out, uh, return. Sorry. Uh, hello. Uh, it is returning 5. Why is that?
Okay, because there is a space between hello and world. That's why.
Are you sure about that? If
Oh
we
yeah, I
if I were to do this, it is returning 726. What is going on? I don't understand why it is behaving like this. I mean, it should.
it's giving something random value.
And let's just try using this one. And instead of banner, we'll just do plus I and then dereference it. Okay, now if we do this, 532.
क्या कहाँ कपड़ा के अंदर जाऊँ
Okay, this is already a built-in function. So if I just hide this one, if I run this one, does this show errors? Yeah, it is
Uh, I
not
think
there.
I think kindly change the name of functions that is strlen.
Okay, now if we run this one, A52, and if we run this again,
But yeah, in my computer, this is okay. This code is running.
yeah, like it should run properly. I don't know why it is behaving like this over here.
can you
Let's
try an
try it on.
online compiler
What can I share my screen and show you?
Uh,
I
Not
think
like
it's
an
in GDP is
Yeah, I think that
Uh,
it's
put a null character, yes.
it is returning 888. If we put the null character over here, it's returning 5. So what is the null character? I just ask this guy to fix the code. Okay, so it is not really changing anything. Uh,
Yeah, in my code also, if I put any space between the characters, then it not counting that.
yeah, there's something off with this one. I just say, yeah, it still shows 5.
Yes.
Who knows? While that's going, let's just start week 8 already. I think that we have had a good enough, recap for week 7. So week 8, it is okay. From week 8 onwards, the fun stuff starts.
And
So
code the scanf is stop reading, I think.
the scanner stops reading. Actually, yeah, that might be the case. What is that?
Bhaiya, kindly use a predefined string, that is a hello world.
If you can use the f gates,
Use
either scanf.
but don't take the
Right.
inputs from the users.
So f get s, and over here we need to put what? We need to put the this one, right? The
Null value.
a, and
Yes.
n means the size, right?
Yes, so yeah.
So we need 100 over here, and then over here it is std in. Now if we run this one, yeah, now it works. So can you tell me why it is printing 13? Because if you see over here, hello is 5 words, world is 5 words, this exclamation mark is 1 word, space, okay, let's say that is, it is,
I think it counts the
sorry,
base
I'm telling
value.
words. This is 5 letters, let's say this is one character. So
I think
it's,
it also takes a null character.
yeah, it counts the null character as well.
Yes,
So that's
because
why it works.
yes, f gets also calculate a null character also. So if
Right.
does not, this is not give the correct answer because
No, no, this is the correct answer. This is
real
what it
characters
is. expected one. Like if we just
No.
put hashtag include string dot h over here, and then we replace this with str length.
Bhaiya, return I minus 1 should be correct.
Unsigned long. What is Chaya? U LU. Now if we run this one, hello world. This one also returns 13. So don't worry. The output
Uh,
that we are getting it is correct.
Bhaiya, we can also fix this problem by using return I minus 1.
Yeah, it's not really a problem. It is returning the length of the string. And the string is 13 characters long. Just the fact is that we are including the null character.
But in printf statement, using a printf using a scanf instead of f gets, it prints as it is, that is 12 instead of 13.
Honestly, I don't know, but this is the expected output. So I'm happy with this, and you can manipulate this as you want. If you want, you can just put -1 over here, as you were telling, and it will give you 12, which is the exact number of characters in the word. With without this one,
But then bhaiya, we give the input in large words, so it may be problem of -1.
it won't it won't be a problem. It will only remove the last element.
Yes, it will give a correct answer by using a minus 1.
Yeah, like this is not the correct answer. This is a different answer. If you want this, you can get this. If you don't want this, you can work with the normal output. It's completely up to you. Okay. So now let's get into this one. You guys have gone through the lectures, right?
Yes,
Uh,
Bhaiya.
Okay. Have you discussed the practice assignment?
Bhaiya, actually, I did not go through the wicket because I engaged in a Linux.
Uh, that may be a bit tough. Like, see, the thing is, this one, the struct typed of an enum, it is introducing a new aspect of C, like custom data types.
So bhaiya, can you please discuss the
Yeah,
basics of this?
summarize. Please
Sure.
summarize this.
Not summarize, bhaiya, please give the basics.
Okay, sure. So, you guys know how whenever we define any variable or declare any variable, we always put like int or character uh, or what do you call it? Unsigned int float double or stuff like this, right? So as you know, these are all data types.
Yes.
Okay, but sometimes we have the requirement of multiple data types to address a single bigger thing. Let's say that you are managing like the accounting department of a school or a college. So let's say that you are taking the student over here. Okay, so we have a name. Okay, we have, let's say, a grade. We have marks. We have fees.
So,
Fees, let's just call this one fees paid. Okay, so name, it is what? A string. Grade, it is, let's say, a float. Or grade is, I guess it is an integer, right? I guess
It
in
might
order
be
to change it.
character also.
By grade, I mean this one. So name up here, and we have our class up here.
Yes, as William
So
here.
yeah, it is integer. Marks we can keep as float, and not just float. We can just put it as a float array, and we can put like different marks in different position, like maths in first position, science in second position, English in third, so and stuff like that. So we can just do that. Fees paid. It is a boolean, and that means that it will either be 0 or 1,
Yes,
right?
no.
So this is what we want to make. Now tell me, if you have like 5 students, you will need 20 variables, right? Like this.
Yes.
So better than all of that, we can just put all of this into a struct. Okay, what we do is that we take struct, and then we have what is it called? Let's just call this student. Okay, now we can add name, we can add the class, we can add marks, we can add the fees paid, all of that, define it within this one, and then we can just close the bracket, and this becomes a full like data type. Okay, so you can just do struct student, uh, let's say Ranjan. So now we have a student named Ranjan. Okay, this student is a variable, sorry, Ranjan is a variable that contains a data type student, or struct student, which contains the 4 data types. Uh, so now we can access everything like this. So we can just do Ranjan dot, let's say, name, and we can just update this as Ranjan since that's its name. We can put Ranjan dot class. Let's say that he is in 12th class. Uh, Same thing over here, Ranjan dot marks, and this one we can just put at 92.69. And finally, we can just do dot fees paid, and this will either be, let's say that this is a 1, he has paid his fee. So now the Ranjan variable, it contains all this information in just one, uh, this one, in just one variable, and you can access each one of them like this. Is that okay?
Yes, Priya.
Okay. And struct is similar in a way. So let's say that struct we have, sorry, type def. So like this one, you notice that we had to put struct before student, right? So what we can do over here is type def, and after that just do struct student, and after that you can just do, you can just write your this one as usual, and then after a space put student. Okay, the reason we are doing it like this is because now you don't have to write struct every time you write student. So now you can just do student a Ranjan like this one. Okay. Now this is of the data type student only. Is that much clear?
Yes.
Yeah. And enum is similar in a way, in the sense that you can store multiple data, like let's say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we have this 7 bits of information. Now we can encode this into different numerical values. Okay, these are different values, or we can just keep it like this, and it will return like that by default. So if we just do enum, so whenever we get like Tuesday or something like that into this, we will get 1. Since this is at position 1, this is 0, this is 2, and so on. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay. So after that, let's just tackle a few of the problems. You have not done the practice assignment, I'm assuming. Okay. Uh, so let's just start with the practice assignment for week 8. Which of the following keywords is used to create an alias for an existing data type? Keep in mind, an alias means we are calling a particular thing by a different name. So which one of these did we use to do that?
भैया
Uh,
type dev.
struct.
See, it's typed as.
Type,
Because
type
struct, we are
data.
creating a new data type. Union, it is also a new data type. Enum, it is also a new data type. But type def, we are redefining an existing data type and calling it something else. Okay, here's one question. What will happen if I do this? Uh, type def int, and I'll call this number. So what will happen if I just change this one to number?
Uh,
It still runs. Okay, it still runs perfectly.
भैया
The
type
reason
def
is that
is
this
like giving a
case
nickname to a variable.
yes, this
exact,
case are sorted.
it is just giving a nickname. Okay, so that's what that does. When using the size of operator in C to determine the size of struct, which of the following is true? Uh, okay, so tell me what happens. Also do don't
Bhaiya, your sound is not clear.
भैया you are not audible.
am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. So have you guys finished like attempted the PPAs at least?
No भैया I have not.
Okay. So do one thing. You have this one PPA 1. right? It is a bit involved, but just try to write a code for this one, okay? Try it out first, and I believe that this is just an image, yeah. So just try out this one, and once you're done, just raise your hand, and I'll give you time till what 10:20. Okay, till then, try to do as much as you can for this question.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay, once you're done, just raise your hand and relax. Okay, have you guys made any progress?
No, yeah, we are trying.
Okay, no issues. I'll help you guys answer after 10:20. Till then, keep trying.
Okay.
Hello भैया.
Yeah, Ravikant?
Yeah. Actually, I have a problems in understanding the second code that is under the type def struct, float mass and point POS. What does
Okay,
it
so
mean, POS?
okay, so don't think about this one. This is just a name, right? So normally when we define any variable, this second part is just the name of the variable, right? This point
Okay.
is something that you want to focus on. Can you tell me where
Uh,
else do you find point in this code?
point is uh, point is written uh, on the top of that type def struct.
This one, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So can you tell me what this means?
Oh, actually, I don't know.
See, so we have type def over here,
Yes.
and as you saw, type def it basically gives a nickname to a thing, right?
Okay,
It
I
gives a
think
nickname to a data type.
point is a nickname of float.
No, no, no. Point is a nickname of this whole thing.
Yes.
See, this is struct, right? That means that this part is one thing.
But point is a nickname for which that is a struct or a float.
See, whenever you are putting here point, it means that you are putting down this whole thing. Okay.
Okay. Okay. It means denote.
Another hint is over here. See, as you can see over here, you have pos and then you have dot x over here. So what does that mean? And then you have pos y also. Sorry. Okay, I think yeah. Now it's better. So you have position x and you have position y. Notice that these are both part of pos. So it's both part of this one, right?
Yes.
So point has a float x and a float y. That is just how it is defined.
Yes. Bhaiya.
Okay. It's a 10:20 or 10:30. Like I'll start
Your
solving
voice is
at
not
10:20.
audible.
Okay. Did I tell that I would solve this at 10:20 or 10:30?
Uh, what are you saying? We have. Please repeat.
Uh, when I gave you time to solve this one, did I say that I'd solve this at 10:20 or 10:30?
So give time.
Actually, we are start solving because it's
Okay, in that case, I'll give
time.
you guys 10 more minutes till 10:30. Okay, after that,
Okay.
I'll solve it myself. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
You guys managed to get any progress on this one?
Well, I just tried.
But yeah, I have run, but it gives an error.
Okay, can you share your screen and we'll try to debug your code?
Okay, भैया.
You can share your screen. Ravikant, are you unable to present?
Uh, Wait, भैया. I think it's displaying.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so it's telling line 6 waited underscore x undeclared.
Yes, I
Have you declared?
declared the functions, but
You have not declared the variables, I guess.
okay.
Yeah, can I
Yeah,
share
it
my
does not look
screen?
like you have declared the variables like weighted x,
Uh,
weighted y, and yeah, the screen is visible.
okay, भैया. Clear.
That is what I'm telling. Like, look in the portion that you
Weighted,
wrote.
I think. Okay. Int I have declared, but uh, okay. A fellow.
No, no, no. I'm telling the weighted x, weighted y, and total mass.
I have declared, भैया. I have declared as a float.
Those ones have not been initiated. Or
No, भैया. Actually, weighted x will be give the finals. Uh, if I read the questions here, it is given that sigma mi xi. So we have to start the loop from the zero, and we have to go up to n.
no, no, I understand that. I understand that. I'm telling that weighted x and weighted y are never declared. So, like, okay, now it's updated, I guess.
Yes,
Okay, in
yes,
the middle, I think there was like some connection issue.
uh,
Yeah. Now what is it?
भैया, can you show me? Can you start? Can you explain from starting?
Okay, sure, I'll just do it. So first of all, we want this to return what?
Returns returns the COM, center of mass.
Okay, so it returns the point, right? So
Where
you
can I show you my code and
uh, sure, go right ahead.
Okay, भैया, can I stop sharing?
Yeah, yeah, please.
Where is it visible?
Yeah, it's visible. Okay, so it's giving you 1 and 5. 1.5 and 0. Hmm. Can you please tell me what drx and dry mean?
Where drx
Dr and
drx I declared for the denominator of x coordinate and nrx for numerator of x coordinate in this expression. So and
okay,
then
numerator
I
and denominator.
calculated nrx with this ptkl is a particle array. This should why.
Sorry, I guess the network is dropping a bit over here.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
I can't find the error in this. Can you tell me what's the error?
Okay, so can you just show me the question once?
Yes.
So, in the first place, you are taking particle dot mass and particle, right, okay, and in the bottom it's particle mass. Okay, and it is between 0 and n, and
Yes.
being the size, so, sorry, the number of particles. Okay, can you scroll to the next one? It's the same thing. Uh, you just give me a second. Okay, are you sure that it is I equals 0 from where we're starting?
Yes, I think because in a particle array, the starting index is zero.
Hmm.
Okay,
You
this
know,
should
you're correct
one.
about that. Yes.
Okay, okay. In this section, it's one.
Okay, so can you go to the next one? No, no,
Okay.
it's okay. It's 0. 0 is fine. Can you move on to the next? Com y com dot x is equal to n. Okay. Honestly, I'll have to check this out.
Okay, yeah. So you solve the question and I'll match with this.
Okay.
Actually,
So
Krishna,
let's see.
what is the actual output you get?
I should test again.
Yeah.
This.
Uh, yeah, it's getting different. So, Bhaiya, please explain this.
Yes, yeah.
Just give me a second. I think there's some unresolved network issue going on over here.
Where should I stop sharing my screen?
Yeah, yeah, you can stop. Okay. Is my screen visible?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. So we are taking this one, right? And then we have center of mass. And then we are taking an input of what? It's giving us particle p int n. So now this is the formula, right? So let's just say that
Bhaiya, it says about the particle array.
you know okay, yeah. So particle array.
Oh, yes.
So now the output should be x and y coordinates rounded to two decimal places, two floating point numbers, and everything else is a floating point number as well. Okay. So we have float, let's say n x equals 0. Float dx equals 0. Float n y equals 0. Float n z sorry dy equals 0. So now we have four of these ones, and the numerator is for int I equals 0 from I less than n I plus plus. Okay, so p, and then one more will just keep uh, point center of mass. So now we can simply just do uh, two more. Load uh, x, load y, 0 equals 0. So now x is equal to uh, p of I of mass times p of I dot position dot x, and then for I can just reuse this one loop. Right? Sorry, this is nx, this is dx plus equals p of I dot mass, and then I can just use this for ny plus equals p of I dot mass times p of I of course dot y, and then dy equal p of I dot mass. And after all of that, we can get x equals nx by dx, and then y equals ny by dy. So now, yeah, so now going to return x by y. Sorry. uh, center of mass dot x is equal to x, and then center of mass dot y equals y. So now return center of mass. So yeah, it works for me. It works perfectly fine in my case. Why didn't it work for you?
Hey,
Can you see this?
once,
See, this is the code that works.
you returned center of mass, and I have returned COM. So I think that's why. Let me
That's the
prove.
same thing. No?
No, no, it's the same.
That's
COM
the
is
same.
also yes. Bhaiya, you have done a pi dot mass means dot.
Dot means that I'm taking a component of this one. So if you look over here, I have a particle, this right, and inside of that we have float mass.
Okay. It means a particle can denote a point mass as well as point POS.
Not point mass, it's a float mass and a point POS. Okay.
Okay, Bhaiya.
Krishna, were you able to find what was wrong with your code?
No, yeah.
Okay, just check once again. The
Yes.
these four I've initialized to zero, x and y I've initialized to zero, although it does not matter. Point center of mass I've declared it over here, and then I just use a single for loop over here. Uh, Over here, I just did all of these at once, and then I just divided them like this. Center of mass, updating the center of mass, and then return center of mass. Okay.
Bhaiya, center of mass denotes the both x and y. Uh,
Yeah.
center of yes, center of mass denotes both the values that contains x and y.
Yes.
Okay.
Like say they had
Bhaiya,
told us that we want to return a point, right? They wanted us to return a point. We just took a point, updated x with x, y with y, and then just return the center of mass value.
okay, Bhaiya, go to int main functions.
This function I did not touch. Okay, and one thing that you don't really have to worry about, this COM will not interfere with any COM over in your code. Okay, whatever this function returns, that is being stored in COM.
But yeah, can you
Yes.
share the code in chat box?
Sure. Yeah. And no, I don't have the paid version for Replit, unfortunately. I guess he left. Yeah. Okay. Does anyone else have any doubts in this one?
Yeah, actually, I will do this with my own. After that, I will get clarified. In
Okay. So let's just do it like that. Okay. Since you guys have not attempted these four, take these. Today's Friday. We have another class on Sunday.
yes, भैया.
So yeah, we can just take it. Try to solve these on your own. Okay. And
Okay, okay.
the practice assignment is also like it's not too difficult. Just yeah, just try it out. Uh, okay, and you guys have timed lab assignments. Okay, so you guys should just do this one. Okay, have you guys finished it?
No, भैया, I have not finished.
Okay, so just do it real quick. Okay,
Okay,
I'll
okay.
end the meeting a bit early. You guys finished a timed lab assignment.
Okay, भैया.
Okay, okay. Thank you all for joining, and I'll see you all on Sunday.
Thank you, भैया.